is Dana McCormac, and I'll be demonstrating an IV admin with Mayday. So I have the physician's order here for Emma-Wrightson, Finn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've already checked both, and it is transcribed, so there's 2 transcribers. We're giving Penicillin G 3 million units, IV every 4 hours. And we have 0.9 normal saline IV at 25 cc's an hour on continuous infusion. So now that I have that, I can wash my hands and I can get my medication. So I have Penicillin G here. So for Emma-Wrightson, she has no known allergies. I have Penicillin G, Sodium 3 million units. So I have 5 million units here, so that will be enough. And it's IV, this does say IV, and every 4 hours. It is September 15th at 0600. It has not been given yet, so I can give that. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to look at my PDM. So I have Penicillin G. It is an antibiotic. A student nurse can give it. The max single dose is 5 million units. We're giving 3, so this is a safe dose. So because this is a 5 million unit vial, we're going to reconstitute with 8.2 milliliters of sterile water. I picked 8.2 just because it's easier to measure up. Our final volume there would be 10 mLs. Our concentration 500,000 units per milliliter. We will then further dilute in 50 to 100 mLs of normal saline and administer over 15 to 30 minutes. So I'm going to pick 50 mLs because we don't want to fluid overload this patient. And I'm going to also do it over 30 minutes because this patient hasn't had this medication before. It is compatible with normal saline, which we checked in the physician's order in the room, and that's what's running, so it's compatible. Some side effects are rash and anaphylaxis, so I'll make sure the patient knows that. So now that I can do that, I'm going to wash my hands and get my sterile water. I'm going to swab both for 30 seconds and let it dry for 15.
And I've also I'm also going to take a quick look at the potential hazards. So potential hazards are going to be diarrhea, headache.
And I'm going to get my
frequently reported, and I also
10 ml syringe here.
Already running. So once I've gone ahead and checked the drug monograph, I'm going to grab the supplies I need to pull up the medication. So I'm going to be mixing with.
So I'm going to add 8.2 milliliters of my sterile water. So I'll get 8.2 drawn up here for air.
So then I'm going to head and grab.
I know that this
so I'm
has
going to grab
been
my syringe,
swabbed.
my blood fill needle, some alcohol swabs, and I can go ahead and start dropping. So to start off, I'm going to I can just uncap this new vial here. So I'll throw that out. So I'm going to start off by grabbing an alcohol swab and swabbing my vial for 30 seconds, letting it dry for 15. So swab for 30 seconds.
Okay, without touching the hub, I'm going to make sure there's no bubbles.
Grab a new alcohol swab. I swab my medication for 30 seconds, let dry for 15. So after I swab for 30 seconds, let dry for 15. I can go ahead and, while that's drying, pull out my syringe sterilely, and then also pull out my blood fill needle.
I'm just going to recap, make sure there's no air bubbles.
Sterilely attach the two. Now once I have attached it, I can go ahead and I'm going to be pulling up 10 mLs of air as per PDM states to pull up 10 mLs of air. So I'm going to start off by pulling up my 10 mLs, and I can go ahead and inject it into my
8.2 here, there's no air bubbles. I'm just going to inject it into my already swabbed medication vial.
Inject my 10 mLs of air into my normal saline. Now that it's dry,
I'm going to allow the air to return.
I'm going to flip the vial and pull up my 10.
And recap.
Check if everything's still. Pull up my 10 mLs.
I'm going to reconstitute my medication, make sure that there's no clumps or lumps in there.
Perfect. Now that there's no bubbles, I'm going to.
So it looks fully reconstituted. And I'm going to calculate to draw out my dose. So I have 3 million units, and my final concentration here is 500,000 units per milliliter because I added 8.2 milliliters of sterile water. So I calculated over here that for 500,000, I'm going to cross multiply with the 3 million, and I ended up with 6 mLs. So now that I know that I have 6 mLs that I need, I'm going to swab the top for 30 seconds and let it dry for 15.
I'm going to allow for air return.
I'm going to drop my 6.
And then I can go ahead.
So I have 6 mLs of air.
Set this down so I can recap my syringe.
And I'm drawing up 6
And I can
mLs.
set this down. I'm going to roll my medication, so I'm going to roll and make sure all the medication is mixed in. And then once it is mixed in, I've looked that there's no sedatives. I'm going to alcohol swab the top of it one more time, just in case I touched it or fell over and anything contaminated. So I'm going to
Okay, I'm going to make sure there's no bubbles without touching the hub.
for 30 seconds, like after 15. And then once I've swabbed it and thrown that out, I can go ahead and while it's drying for the 15 seconds, I can quickly calculate my dose. So my dose is going, as per MAR, is 40 milligrams.
So I have 6 mLs here. I'm
this
just
is
going to
a
recap.
40 milligram vial, so I'm going to be, and it's a final concentration of 4 milligrams per ml, so that means I'm going to need my full 10
And I'm going to do
ml.
my second check now that I have my
Once
dose.
I've pulled my 10 ml
So I have
ahead,
Emma-Wrightson,
I can
she
go
has no
ahead
known
and
allergies,
inject it into my,
Penicillin G. This is Penicillin G Sodium 3 million units. We had 5 million units. So based off the PDM, we added 8.2 milliliters of sterile water, which wasn't expired. Our final volume then was 10 mLs. Our final concentration was 500,000 units per milliliter. We found out based off that concentration that we needed 6 mLs. So I have 6 mLs here.
Powder in this medication,
And to be given IV, this has IV as well as the PDM, and we'll give this IV. Every 4 hours, it's September 15th, that was 600, it has not been given yet, so we can give that. So now that I've done my second check, I can get ready to further dilute in my mini bag. So I'll just check the PDM again. We're going to dilute in 50 to 100 mLs of normal saline or D5W over 15 to 30 minutes. So I have my 50 mLs of normal saline here. It is not expired, so that's good. And I can further dilute my med.
So for my second check, I'm going to grab my vial, my
Swab the
syringe, and
port
MAR.
for 30 seconds, let it dry for 15.
So I'm going to look for my
Make sure
patient,
it remains sterile on the edge.
who has no known allergies. So the medication is pantoprazole, 40 milligrams.
And I'm going to inject my
40
medication,
milligram
being sure not to
which
puncture
as per
the
PDM
sides
is
of the
4
mini bag.
milligrams per ml. So that means I'm going to need 10 ml for my dose, and I can see that I have my 10 ml dose in my syringe.
I'm going to
And then to be given IV, this
recap,
medication says
and I'm
that
going to
it's
discard this in
IV,
sharps, and I'm going to make sure my
ready
medication
to
is
give
fully
it,
diluted.
piggyback, and then the has not been given yet, so we're going to give
Okay,
it
so then I'm going to write my label here.
So I can go ahead and set this aside.
So it's for
and I can,
Emma-Wrightson,
choose my diluent.
Emma-Wrightson,
So in this case,
Penicillin
I'm
G,
going to,
Penicillin G,
diluting
3 million units, 3
50
million
mL of
units,
normal saline
IV.
at
We're
50
giving
mL.
this IV. To get the 3
I'm
million
going to,
units, we had
dilute it.
added
Start
6
off, I'm going to
mLs
grab
based
an
off the
alcohol
PDM and the final concentration.
Down quick.
So now in this bag we have 56 mLs. IV, again, we're giving this IV every 4 hours. It is September 15th at 0600. It has not been given yet, so we can give that. So now I can get my supplies to go to my bedside. I'm going to bring my MAR with me. I'm going to bring my secondary set, some alcohol swabs, a pen for documenting, and some tape for labeling.
Then I can go ahead and just
So I'm going to
recap this or
go to my
discard it straight
bedside.
in the sharps container. In this
Hello, my
demo,
name
we
is
don't
Dana
have a sharps
McCormac, and I'll be your
container,
student nurse for today. I'm just going to wash my
place it here,
hands,
but in the
do my
sharps
entrance
container, then
safety
I'm
check.
going to-
Can you tell me your full name and your date of birth? Thank you. I'm just going to look at your wristband.
And then I'm going to
So we
grab
have
my label.
Emma-Wrightson.
So,
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 79. Great. And do you have any allergies? No? Okay. So I'm just going to do my third check, and I'll be right with you.
So my label, I just
So I have Emma-Wrightson, again, no known allergies, Penicillin G, Sodium 3 million units, 3 million units. So based off the PDM, we added 6 mL, so now I have 56 mLs in my bag here. IV, we're giving this IV. To be given every 4 hours, it is September 15th at 0600. It has not been given yet, so we can give it. And I'll just do some patient education. So, Emma, this is Penicillin G. It is an antibiotic. It's for your cellulitis that you got because of that cat scratch. So this will just make it feel a little bit better. Some side effects you can get with this are rash and anaphylaxis. Would you still like to get this medication? You would? Okay, great. So now I'm just going to make sure that this is NaCl, so that is compatible. There's no air in the tubing.
I'm going to introduce myself. Hello, my name is
It is
Cameron.
running at the correct rate that it said, so 25 mLs an hour. These are open. I'm just going to look at your IV sites. There's no inflammation, no phlebitis, there's no redness. Do you have any pain at all? No pain? Okay. So I'm just going to get my medication ready. So I'm going to wash my hands again. Get my secondary set here. So I'll get my
I'm gonna verbally ask them, do you have any allergies? No, no allergies. So everything matches my MAR. And I can,
I'm going to lower my
I'm going
primary
to
bag.
just tell the kitchen that I want to quickly do my third check. for my third check, I'm going to be checking my medication against my
Good. And then I'm just going to
MAR. So for patient DD,
move a little bit closer
there's
here.
no known allergies. We have pantoprazole.
Just going to make sure both caps are on so it's sterile.
In the 10 ml
That my
dose,
tubing is
with
closed.
our 50 ml of normal saline for a total of 60 ml.
And I'm going to make sure
I'm
gonna spike
piggyback medications we have in here.
my mini bag, making sure that it is
It's
sterile.
not been given yet, so it's to be given now and given now. So now that we've done our third check, I can
So I know
quickly
that
run
this is
through
closed, so
a
I
bit
can
of
hang
patient
it.
education quickly. So for this, I'm going to explain that I'm going to be giving them pantoprazole.
So I'm going to pick the port above the Baxter pump so that the Baxter pump can regulate
for your
the
peptic
rate that
ulcer,
the
so some side
secondary is
effects you might
going.
experience are going to be that those nausea and vomitings and feeling kind of queasy. So
I'm going to
if you're
swab
experiencing
this
anything
port
that
for
kind of
30
sort,
seconds,
put
let
that
it dry
elbow
for 15.
and let us know if you're feeling anything like that.
Making sure both ends remain sterile.
Medication if they
I'm
would
going
like,
to
but in this case
attach.
they are good to go with the medication and would like to continue receiving it.
Okay, so now that it's attached, I can back prime. So I'm just going to open this up and make sure that there's no air in the tubing.
I can start off by assessing my patient's IV site.
Okay, so I see that there's no air in the tubing. I'm going to allow it to get a third to half full in the chamber here. I'm going to hang it. So now I can set my rate. So for secondary,
no, awesome. So then,
my rate is going to be 56 mLs an hour, and my volume, oh, my bad.
And once I've ensured that
My rate is going to be 112 mLs.
Primary is running at the appropriate 25 mLs
112 mLs an hour, and my volume here
then I can see my,
is
I have the right primary bag. The nurse
56.
has labeled when it has to be changed, so we're good.
So I'm
And
going
I
to
see that
confirm
the normal
secondary.
saline, which is noted that's compatible with my medication.
I'm going to
So I can go ahead and once I've assessed everything with the pump and ensure that everything is working well,
open my roller
go
clamp
ahead and
here
start setting up my medication.
and press start.
Right here.
Okay, so it is set here. I'm just going to make
So
sure
to
that I
start off,
see
I'm
3
going to
drops. I'm
start
just
off by
going to make
lowering my
sure
primary.
that everything is open again.
I'm going to grab the clip
The
here.
IV site, it looks good still. Do you have any pain at all? No? Okay. So I'm just going to document quickly, noting the drops here.
So
So I
I've
know
now
that there's
lowered my
one.
primary bag.
I'm going to document, so September 15th at 0600. It has not been given yet, so DMUMSN3. So now that I've documented,
So after I've
I'm going to make sure the bed is in the lowest position. I'm going to give my call bell. Once this is done, I would set the call back so that I can flush with 15 cc's, just to make sure that the patient gets the full dose. So everything is ready. I've documented the bed is in the lowest position. I'm also going to just label my tubing here with my initials, the date and time, so that people know when it is expired. And I'm going to do my exit safety check.
Secondary.